Once upon a time, in the land of Erin, there lived a widower and his 3 daughters, Fair, Brown, and Trembling. Fair and Brown always wore new, fine dresses to church on Sundays, but they made Trembling stay at home.
You must do the cooking and the cleaning.
But the real reason was that they were jealous of Trembling's beauty. They were afraid that if Trembling got out of the house and to the church, she would marry before they did.
Cinderella! Trembling!
Yes, Fair and Brown?
You do the cooking and cleaning. We are off to church. Bye-bye. Bye!
Okay.
And so it was that every Sunday, Fair and Brown would go to church with new garments, while Trembling remained at home and did the cooking and cleaning. Her sisters said it was because she was needed to do so, but in reality, they were jealous of Trembling's great beauty and feared that if she ever came with them to church, she would be the one to marry before they did. Action.
Why, Trembling, you're off to be at church.
How can't I just have these all dirty clothes, and I don't. And if my sisters saw me out of the house, they would never let me out again.
Well, Trembling, you don't need to worry about Fire and Brown. You are always nice to me, so I will be nice to you. Here is a dress. So, let me just clip a little piece of your dress. And what kind of dress would you like?
I would like a dress that's pink and not black.
And how would you like to get to the church?
The church? I would love to ride a horse.
As black as satiny satin?
In the gray.
Okay, well let me get you your dress. All just for you. Now just a moment, I gotta do my special.
Can I get
Shush! Ella, I was trying to do my... And hocus pocus, mosey squashes, holy, and noosh!
Thank you. Ooh, I love
And
it.
now let's make it say one other thing. Pushy, call. And
Sure. Thank you. That's small.
now remember, Trembling, there's just one thing you must remember. When you go to the church, you must stay outside the door and not go in. And right as the mass ends, you must get on your horse and leave immediately. Okay?
Okay.
It's very important.
Thank you for very much. I'll go get dressed. Can I go?
Go.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Stay here. It's okay.
In church that morning, everyone kept turning around to stare at the beautiful young woman standing in the doorway. Go.
As soon as the mass ended, Trembling hurried away. Some of the young men tried to overtake her as she rode off, but in vain. Trembling outstripped them. The wind as she galloped home.
Close that door.
So what news today?
Oh, you should have seen it. There was this mysterious woman in the doorway. She had this beautiful blue dress on. Wow.
And so Trembling headed back to church the next Sunday in her finest dress of black satin. In church, everyone was curious to know who the woman in black at the church door could be. But just as before, Trembling slipped away at the end and was home before any man could stop her. And once again, Trembling was too quick and escaped all the men from the church.
So what news today?
Oh, she was there again! That darn beautiful woman! And this time she had a black dress on, and she made off before anyone could find out who she was. Arrgh!
Maybe she has a quick horse.
Is there another one?
She did! She ran off on a beautiful black mare.
And so on the third Sunday, Trembling headed back to church in her finest dress of many colors.
2, 1, ready!
And so Trembling went to church on the third Sunday and stood as before. By now, everyone was curious. News of the mysterious young woman had spread far and wide. Princes from north, south, east, and west crowded into the church, each hoping for her hand in marriage.
The mass ended and Trembling was already up on her mare, ready to race away ahead of the wind. But the Prince of Emania, who had stayed outside the church during the service, reached out as she passed by and pulled off her slipper.
I will marry the woman whose foot fits this slipper.
Hey, we want to marry her.
Fine. Then we shall battle.
Okay.
But first, we gotta find her.
So what news today?
That darn woman was there again, and she had the most beautiful multicolored dress we've ever seen. There were princes from all corners of the grove there to talk to her, but the Prince of Emania got her slipper. He's trying to go around and see who it fits. I'm going to see if it fits me.
I'm gonna see if it fits me!
It won't fit you. You're too fat.
Yes, it will. No, it won't fit you. You're too fat.
Oh!
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 They went outside. A prince from Lachlan stepped forward, and the struggle began. And what a terrible struggle it was. They fought for 9 hours before Prince Lachlan gave up. The next day, a Spanish prince fought for 6 hours before yielding his claim. But on the fourth day, no more princes came forward, and it was decided that Trembling should become the Prince of Emania's bride.
Yeah.
And so they were married and lived happily ever after.
Now,
As for Fair and Brown, they were put out to sea in a barrel with provisions for 7 years and were never seen again.
the end.
Bye-bye.